Welcome to an architecture tour. My name is Nate, and today we're going to take a look at this fascinating rhombus office tower located here in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. I wanted to do this tour because so many people right now are at home and are not able to visit architecture projects. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll do some more architecture tours coming up, and please let me know if there's any buildings that you would like to see. If you ask architects how to be a better architect, they continuously say, go visit buildings, study them, learn about them. So what can we learn about this building? And why do so many people want to bulldoze it? And why do others want to save it? Let's go take a look. This building was designed in the 1970s by the Odell architectural firm. Odell was classically trained, but after working in New York City and working on the UN building, he started to embrace modernism and the international style. Open floor plans, entry into buildings, the relationship to how the building sits on the site were all important considerations for this project. If you think about curtain wall, it is sort of awkward when it meets the ground. And so elevating it off the ground and allowing open space on the ground plane starts to make a lot of sense. So apparently with this land, it was actually purchased from a farmer who said that the road started to get too busy for his cattle to cross, and so he sold the land. The building was commissioned for Blue Cross Blue Shield, and they inhabited it for many years, and just recently it was purchased by Seku for $35 million. A lot of people wanted to bulldoze this building when it was up for sale, mostly because it had really high operating costs. This is very valuable land, and also just keeping up the grounds was also very expensive. I mean, look at this cantilever. This cantilever is insane.
What's the measurement?
So the building is 90 feet by 500 feet. And if you look at this, this is a crazy long cantilever. And so you have to ask yourself, how did they accomplish this? So I wanted to make a quick structural diagram on how they achieve these cantilevers. Whenever you have a cantilever, you have to think about there's always going to be structure somewhere to support this crazy cantilever. And so you can see here, the rigid frame steel structure is embedded into the ground, and that helps carry this cantilever as well as these members here. So we're on the southern side of the facade right now, and you can see that it's angled this way, which happens to also bring the air in right through this, creating almost a tunnel of wind. Now, in the summer, this could be a really nice, cool breeze, but in the winter, there were reports that it was pretty cold. But you can just see this is such an impressive facade, and it's quite dominating, I must say, and it reflects everything. The glass is 100% reflective, and this was at a time when there were not more advanced glazing techniques, and so to reduce sun gain, which we're in North Carolina, it's a hot climate, they had really reflective glass, so you're not going to get high heat. Now we have more advanced glazing systems. There are 5,000 panels of glass here, and I do wonder what the cost would be to replace the glass. I'm guessing that it was just too expensive, but who knows? So when you look at this facade, and especially on the southern side, it is mildly disconcerting. I mean, it's semi-scary. It reflects everything on the bottom. When I first saw this building, I thought these were actually mechanical units, but they're not. They're just light wells to bring light down into those floors. But yeah, it's pretty dramatic. When I came to this building, it was really surprising, and it was very different from what's being built right now. It's actually a really fun space to go and hang out. Over across that field over there, people bring their dogs and play frisbee and, just hang out. So another thing was that people did say that this building was sustainable and that they were doing this shape for sunlight reasons. So for instance, this one is angled like this. That would offer some sort of shading on the southern side. and the other side that offers more light on the northern side. Now, that could be the case. Yes, they did use highly reflective glass, but I would think of an all glass building as not necessarily sustainable, but that's up for you to decide. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it and learned some new things. Please stay tuned because I'll do some new architecture tours coming right up.